It's great.
Now, do you jump in the water when it's deep? Like when you're not
Yeah.
anywhere near land, when you're just full out in the middle of nowhere, nowhere, no land in sight. You're out there
Oh, it
swimming.
sounds spooky.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the best because the water's very clear. Well, the water's clear. You can see for miles.
Would you do it
I
if you
think
were
I
solo,
love-
hypothetically? Like, as it is now, if you were to get separate, like, let's say the boat started to blow
Uh,
away a little bit, that's just death solo. You'd have to be tied or something. Is that what people do?
Yeah. I wouldn't jump in. I would jump in if it was just me by myself, but I would
And it
also
was dead
think
calm
that it
and
was
no spell
pretty
movement.
silly.
Yeah,
would
I would.
I
not
would do
jump
it
in,
whilst
ever.
cautioning against it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't know what's down there.
Sounds-
I saw something on the Discovery Channel 4 years ago, and there is a shark down there the size of a goddamn Greyhound bus, and it's gonna find you one of these days. And I won't be there. I'll be at home.
Megalodon.
Tyler,
My
that
mum
is
would get along.
so ridiculous. There's no reason to be scared. You are probably
Coming
certainly
from the
where you
guy
are.
who
There's
fled from a frenzy and left his girlfriend.
more
in the
chance
water.
of getting hit by a meteorite or on the certainly on the car on the way to the yacht than of getting eaten by a shark.
I'm more scared of taxis.
Yeah, but if I get hit by a meteor, there's no time at all for me to even know what's happening. I'm just
Yeah,
walking
right.
somewhere, and then I'm instantly dead and vaporized in a news story. There's gonna be a few, like maybe a full minute of unmitigated horror and fear as I'm being.
Not if
eaten
it's a
alive.
not if it's a Greyhound bus. A Greyhound bus is it's gonna
Well,
be
it
Well,
just
that's a
pretty-
megalodon. That doesn't even exist anymore. Let's say a tiger shark rips you apart. Then you've got to like be like, oh God, please don't rip me apart, as it slowly like rips pieces of you off and like swims away, and you're like, oh God, maybe he's leaving, but he's not. He's just letting you bleed and weaken a little, and he's just making a lap. He's making his victory lap. That's all that is, and he just starts coming back again. It'd be awful. I would hate to be eaten alive by anything. Would you rather be eaten alive by a shark or a bear?
Shark.
I don't know too much about bears. I guess he's
Shark.
I feel like sharks are more
bears
deadly.
Actually scare me. Sharks,
Sharks more
sharks
deadly.
don't scare me so much.
Yeah, I think the shark's the way to go because I feel like
Yeah,
the
definitely.
bear, like the way that what I've seen from bear maulings and watched some stuff about people who actually got killed by bears, very bad way to go. Lots of
Slow.
ripping and tearing, lots of ripping scalp
s-
and flesh
have you
away,
seen Revenant?
bone.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Have
Yeah.
you seen
Yeah,
that?
that actually scared the shit out of me. Yeah, that was one that I downloaded. I tried to download Star Wars and Revenant, and I got Revenant, but I couldn't get Star Wars. Yeah,
Good.
that was
Thief.
about a week ago.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
that-
So Leo.
And see, the thing with the bear though,
Well,
like,
I tried to buy it as well, but I couldn't do that either. So,
Yeah, we
you know,
didn't
what are
even
you going to do?
with a shark, at least you're gonna die kind of quick. And I guess if you are bleeding in the water, it's less painful, which is
I
why I
thought
guess
that
people
too.
cut themselves in the bathtub instead of just cutting themselves in the kitchen.
No,
and
they-
kill
they-
themselves.
Well, they do it in a warm bath because it keeps prevents clotting. It keeps keeps it
Oh,
open.
it just keeps you bleeding. All right, but with a bear, it just starts
Right.
eating. Like it'll knock you down and then just take a big bite out of your calf. And it's like it hears you screaming, but it's like, no, I don't care. You'll die eventually. I'm just gonna keep eating, starting at the bottom.
That's my big issue. I want to be killed by something that kills, not just
A lion.
eats, right? Yeah, I was going to say lion and tiger. I feel like they're like, okay, they might play with their food a little bit, but mostly they like grab your neck, rip out the jugular, and kill you and then eat your dead body. Bears eat your live body. That's not my preference.
Yeah,
Oh.
and I don't like the idea that I'm dealing with such an alpha predator that he's not concerned that I'm still alive. Like I want whatever's like at least if something's attacking you and it's like, oh shit, I better kill this human. He might fuck me up. You're kind of at least still have a chance. Maybe you poke him in the eye or something.
It's a little threatened by it. It doesn't know what to expect.
Yeah, but a bear, unless you're Hugh Glass, apparently. Although I read this thing in like, what is that? Like Outdoor Life magazine, maybe at an airport one time about another circumstance of a man fighting a bear, basically barehanded with a blade or something, and coming out. I mean, I want to say on top because the bear died, but the injuries sustained were just gruesome. You know, like just gruesome, large.
Yeah, you wouldn't say like Christopher Reeve won a horse fight. Like,
Yeah. He really came out on top. Survived, and I'm sure they shot the horse afterwards. But that's what I'd like to know. Do you think they shot that fucking horse? Because if I'm Christopher Reeve, I'm like after after I've stabilized or whatever, I'm like, bring him over. Well, no, I don't gesture because I can't fucking move, but I'm like, bring him over here. And they bring the horse up, and then I'm gonna like lick the trigger of a gun while they like put the gun to the horse's head, and I'm gonna tongue kill the fucking horse for crippling me if I'm Christopher Reeves. I hope they killed that horse.
I'm sure they did. Yeah. I'm sure they
There's a
killed
special place in horse hell.
That's not what they did.
What they do?
They sold the horse. Apparently, it was some sort of performing horse, and they sold it to someone else, changed its name, and it continued its career.
Oh, wouldn't want to ruin its
that horse still alive.
Credit or something.
I hope not.
They didn't pull out all of its stem cells and use them for research.
I hope somebody goes out there and kills that horse.
It needs a good killing.
Is not still alive.
Treat it like a goddamn aborigine.
So, I
We used to pass time at work by these hypothetical questions like, would a bear win against a polar bear? And if someone said yes, then okay, would it win against 2 polar bears? Or would a bear win versus a shark in knee-deep water? And, you can go on and on. But that's how we used to pass hours and hours of time for...
I've spent hours and hours on
supposed
YouTube.
to be working.